one of the ways that we add value.
At Form Wealth is by not investing some of your money. We call it a cash reserve account, which really is designed for future funding, especially for those in retirement. It's not necessarily your emergency fund that you would most likely have at a bank account. This is actually the money that we've set aside that we've determined is going to need to fill the gap for the monthly income that you need. Maybe it's a major purchase, an automobile, an addition to a home, a college education bill that's coming up, a vacation maybe. Through planning, relationships, conversation wrapped into our desire to have a total relationship with you, of an understanding of how to help you with what you have, live the best life you can afford, we seek to fund this cash reserve account when the markets provide opportunity to take profits and from dividends and interest and build reserves, so that when we go through markets like we're going through now, or when we go through markets that go through declines, we have a reserve to go to and therefore are not selling in a downturn. Because one of the number one rules that we've been told ever since we were little kids is to buy low and sell high, which simply means never put yourself in a position to have to sell anything when the markets are down. And the only way you can do that is before any market goes down, is to have a reserve, a cash reserve fund set aside, sanctified, set apart. It's a fundamental practice that we have here at Form Wealth, and it gives us great peace of mind when we go through downturns that we can fall back on that reserve as we need to. The value that adds is because we feel too many financial advisors want to take all of your money and put it into an investment, and then the whole investment is fluctuating. Or we have clients sometimes that get so excited because the markets are doing well, they want to take that cash reserve and invest it. And that cash reserve acts like an insurance policy that allows us to know that's a sanctified amount of money that's not going to grow, but it's not going to go down. And so it allows the rest of your money to fluctuate and to enjoy the upside that often is permanent. But when these downturns happen, again, the greatest risk that someone has in retirement is having to sell any part of their investable assets when the market is down 10, 20, 30%, because you're losing that principal that you would have had you put yourself in a position to sell when the markets were up. That cash reserve gives us that time and gives us the patience to try and have a better execution than having to put ourselves in a situation of selling. One of the things that actually makes that happen is that total relationship that we have to have, because the only way we can fund that cash reserve account is to understand from you, our client, what the needs are. And one of our purposes on an ongoing basis with all of our clients is to understand what does the next 12 to 24 months of your life look like and how are we paying for it. And if your advisor's not having that conversation with you and not getting that specific, and more importantly, they're too focused on investing everything you have instead of sanctifying what you need to not take risk with, come have a conversation with us.